Thank you. You'll be glad to know I won't be singing the national anthem because I had to have someone in the studio audience literally holding the notes for me so I could see what I was saying. Okay, so tonight I'm here to talk to you about flex appeal. Do I have to shout that I'm ready to sing? Okay, amazing, sorry. So I stood for election with the Women's Equality Party, and knocking doors, I was quite often told that we had equality. One guy even pulled out a banknote and said, look, women are on every note, of course you've got equality. But in reality, it's not the truth. The gender pay gap isn't due to close for another 200 years. Society needs us to have children, it's kind of how we keep going, yet we're still punishing women for using their wombs, and it has to stop. The gender pay gap is around 10%. When a woman has a child, that gap grows to 30%. Yet for dads, on average, their pay increases. Yay, isn't that great? I stand with an organisation called Pregnant Then Screwed. They supported me when I was pregnant then screwed. And we support 54,000 women a year who are affected by maternity discrimination. I've also set up my own social enterprise, and that was to support women to return to work. Ironically, I haven't returned to that work because my childcare bill at the moment would be £100 a day, and so being self-employed, that's just too high a risk for me to take. Now, Wales were brilliant when it came to carrier bags. We led the way for the rest of the United Kingdom. So why can't we lead the way on flex appeal? I was in the Senedd today, and they were saying that Wales are behind all the other countries on flexible working, and I want that to change. I want flex appeal to be for everybody. It isn't just a women's issue. Maybe you've got to care for a sick parent. Maybe you're a dad. Maybe you want to walk your dog. Maybe you want to start up a business. Who cares if you just want to miss out on that sweaty packed train journey? I had a defining moment when it came to this, and it was a surprise visit from my health visitor. I realised that she was asking me a list of questions, and it was a postnatal depression checklist, and I angrily told her I didn't have postnatal depression. I just wanted to go back to work. Yeah, you know, it is the same old shit. Her response was, OK, well, I know you want to go back to work, but it's a mother's lot to look after her children. It's 100 years since women had the vote, but a mother's lot is to go back to 1950. No thanks. So we know it takes two to make a baby. You know, that's the biology. That's about all I can do. But in reality, it also takes two parents to raise that child. And it's not only about the reality. Parents should have that equal opportunity. There's all different kinds of flexible working. It isn't just about part-time jobs. It's about a flexible start or finish to your day. Maybe you want to work term times. Maybe you want to share a job with someone else, or you just want some compressed hours. In reality, for me, it is simply that flexibility is now. It isn't the future. I don't want us to go back to the days of mining where we're all going to work in the dark, we're sitting in an office in the dark, and then we have to go home in the dark. Life's moved beyond that. Society is shifting towards a life-work balance and not the other way around. More employees want flexibility. And when they get it, they're happier at work. It's that simple. But it's also about the money. That's what the businesses say. Well, flexible working will bring £8.1 million gain to our economy. And companies' ability to raise revenue depends on positive productivity of their employees. If we're more productive, it's better for them. When flexible working is offered, it means that employees are 39% more productive. That, on average, is about 5 hours more work per week, and that equates to over £4,000 a year for each employee. It also saves money, £650 per employee on desk space alone. And most businesses, 2/3 who've actually gone through with flexible working, say that it's a bigger impact than just a cost-cutting exercise. It makes a difference overall to businesses. But what about us? How will it benefit employees? We're going to be happier. We will have that work-life balance. Over half of people who have flexible working say that they've got a better work-life balance. And it's also about what makes a difference to our city. I love Cardiff. I think that we'll have happier people. We'll have better businesses. It'll meet the goals of the Future Generations Act. we'll have a more prosperous Wales, a healthier Wales, a more equal Wales, a globally responsible Wales. But how do we do it? I'm not going to sing the song, don't worry. So if you've got a flexible job, flaunt it, sell the benefits to other people. If you're a manager or a business owner, offer it to your employees. Maybe you work in recruitment, raise it with your employees. It's all, for me, about deeds rather than words. Do we really want to wait 200 years for gender equality? I know that I don't. Thank you.